In December 2018, Unicorn Riot visited Viome, the occupied factory in Thessaloniki, Greece. For 6 years now, workers have horizontally controlled the production of environmentally friendly cleaning products. In one of our 3 specials from Viome, we tour the factory, speak with some of the workers, and see how they self-manage their workplace.
Hello, I'm Nicole, worker here at Viome self-managed occupied factory, and we will make a tour around the factory, and so we can have a better view of all the facilities and all the activities that are taking place right now. So here we see the whole Filkeram factory. Viome is this building, these 2 buildings, and the warehouse. All the other part is Filkeram. You can see it's a huge area where a lot of workers was working here before the bankruptcy of the mother company. They were owned money by the bosses, and the factories was completely abandoned. But this machinery, these raw materials are the way that you are going to make money. So you have to guard it, and this is the first step. And after that, the next step is to occupy and run the production again. This is the barricade that divides the Viome company from Filkeram. The workers put these barrels in order to determine the borders of Viome, where Viome ends and where Filkeram begins. When we ask from the state Viome facilities to be given to us, we ask for specific fields where the workers of Viome was working to be given to the cooperative in order to continue our production.
To do the occupation and the strike, it was not a decision of the direction of the union, neither a decision of the union members alone. It was a decision of the workers, of the whole of the workers.
In Viome, we are producing only natural and ecological detergents and vegetable oil soaps.
An approach to production that is consistent holistically on the issue of the worker himself and the production he manages.
So here is where we bottle our products. The barrel is coming from the production side here, and we sit around the tube and we bottle by hand.
What are you all doing right now?
These bottles that we are filling are for a hospital, and we are preparing a second order right after that.
I'm finishing the bottling with the cups, preparing the boxes, and also preparing the pallet to be ready to be shipped. This whole production is specially made for a hospital, for cleaning the floors.
So actually this space is where all our liquid products are produced. This is our main production site. We use these barrels, the bigger one, and we have like 3 of these, the smaller ones. We put it there in this big stirrer, and we pour inside all the ingredients, all the raw materials, and the stirrer makes the rest of the work. This is for hot water. So in some of our products we have to use hot water, and this is also a patent made by a worker here. It's not bought. Okay. This is the second production site. Here is where we produce our soap bars and also all the premixes for the liquid product. Here we prepare the premix and then we move it to the other side in order to put it in. In every kind of product we use a different kind of premix. Slight differences, but differences that have a big difference in the final outcome of the product. Premixes, different kind of premixes. In the previous one was for liquid for washing hands, and this is for a general purpose cleaner. In some the differences are visible, like the color. This particular is because it was more concentrated with olive oil, and also it's a bio olive oil, so this is why you can see more dark color here.
So
This one is one of our rooms where we keep our soaps to dry. So when we make a soap bar, we must leave it to dry for at least 1 to 2 months. So in this room is where we have our everyday morning assembly, where we decide about our production or for every kind of subject that we have to discuss.
All the decisions that have to do with VME are taken in our daily workers' assembly.
All the elements of a self-democratic management are functioning here in the factory. It means that there are daily and weekly and monthly assemblies that the decisions are made through that.
There is no hierarchy here. Everyone has one vote, everyone has the same amount of time in order to express him or herself.
Here is the chemistry lab. It's not so tidy right now, but here is where we try to conduct some research and some development to make our products better or to develop a new product. Now we are at the place where the old production was taking place. So VME used to produce constructive materials, mainly adhesive for tiles. This machinery is still functional. We conduct maintenance to keep it in a good condition. And the last 2 years actually we produced about 8 tons of glue, of adhesive, but it's not something that we sell massively. Moving backwards, we will see a small place there that when the refugees crisis began, and there was in Greece a lot of refugee camps. Here at VME we had this place back there as a redistribution point of first aid material or of every kind of material that was needed for the refugees at the refugee camps. So people brought here stuff and we redistributed to the camps from here. You can see this is an ambulance. This was brought here by a group of French and German people, a caravan of solidarity, and it was meant to reach Syria, Company, but there was trouble with the legal documents, and so when they reached the borders with Turkey, they didn't allow them to pass, so it is still here. So it's a fully functional ambulance, but we must find a way to move it to Syria or somewhere else maybe. And the last space that we can see here is the Workers' Solidarity Clinic, which is a different project from 2 different assemblies. There was a proposal from the workers of VME to the Solidarity Clinic of Thessaloniki, and a new project was born. It's the Workers' Solidarity Clinic. So here is the office of the clinic, and here is where we put the equipment and where the doctors conduct the appointment with the person that comes here. All the staff are from Solidarity, mainly from abroad, France and Germany, but also from Greece. We want the factory to be open to the society. So in this way, when you reform everyday working space, all the space that we have here, we can use it and we can put our mind in to work and to find ways to use it in different kind of ways.
Thanks for joining us on the tour of VME. Tune into our other specials on VME and the Workers' Healthcare Center at unicornriot.ninja. If you appreciate our work, consider a tax-deductible donation to our nonprofit independent media organization.